Good afternoon and welcome back to the Kristin Omdahl Show. This is episode 939 and we are here live in Southwest Florida in my lanai. I think we have two kitties joining us. Hi guys. So our weather has changed significantly in the last week, which means I've moved their kitty condo out here because we're entering our drier, cooler, and less humid time of the year, which means I think the kitties are really going to enjoy the view from their kitty condo being outside. I will watch the weather though. If I think it's going to be raining or anything, I'll definitely move it, but they've been really enjoying taking naps here. So it's been fun. If you're joining me live, please say hello. Let me know if you're crafting. Let me know if you have questions for me. I've got lots of fun things to show you today. Let's see, who's here? Yes? You can come say hi if you want. Marlon's here, so he wants to come say hi.
Yes, dude, she's camera shy.
Okay, you can come if you want.
Come here. We're here.
Marlon's here, and Marlon has somebody to introduce you guys to, so come on over.
Come forward.
The one day I will.
You can come back another day.
Hello.
This is Jess. You gonna introduce everybody, Marlon?
This is my one-of-a-kind lovely girlfriend right here. Her name's Jessica, so...
Here, you guys want to come? My camera's messed up in the corner there.
Here,
That's
come
what
here.
I'm waiting on a new phone right now.
Okay.
You guys want to come say hi?
Hello.
Here she is. See, everybody's saying hi to you. Look.
Oh, this is
Jessica,
so
hi,
cool.
Jess. Yeah.
Nice to meet you guys.
Yeah. But this is her.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. I guess get used to her.
Bjorn and Becker love her too.
They do. They like her more than me, and it kind of upsets me. So. But, you know, it's okay.
Yeah,
Alright,
it's all
nice
right.
to meet you all.
Yeah, and of course, I'll be back. I'm gonna go get everything ready, okay?
Okay. All right. Bye.
I
honey.
love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Thanks for letting us say hi.
Sure. No problem. Thank you. Okay. Let's see. Hi, yes. Hello to Marlon and Jessica. They are a cute couple. Yes, she is a sweetheart. She is the sweetest girl. I love her dearly, and I'm very happy for both of them. Yeah, cats know. So we jokingly called Jessica Becker's girlfriend too, because Becker goes berserk when Jessica comes over. We call her Jess. Becker starts crying and running after her and begging for attention from her. It is hilarious, and we laugh about it all the time. So anyway, that's that. Where else are we? So hello everybody. I know I've missed a bunch of names, but you know, it was also fun to get to put a face with the name of Marlon's girlfriend. So yes, Jessica is beautiful. She's beautiful on the inside and out. She's a lovely girl, and we could not be happier to have her in our family. Hi everybody. Happy Monday. Hopefully you had a great weekend. I worked all weekend, but that's nothing new, and I've got lots of things to show you, starting with, I'm so excited to be telling you about the brand new pattern, the Simone poncho. This one has lots of fun features. It's a beautiful and easy poncho made in Be So Easy yarn that is also super flattering on. In fact, I put it on a poncho so that I put it on a dress form so that you could see it while we were getting started here today, but I have to try it on to show you all the variations. So it's a rectangular poncho, which I've talked about so many times that I think this is the most figure flattering type of poncho you can possibly make and wear. But it comes with options too, right? I'm always doing the but wait, there's more, and it's for good reason, because I love adding extra goodies to patterns. So not only will you get the poncho pattern that shows you how to work this beautiful and easy stitch pattern back and forth in rows, but I also share a chart for how to work it in the round to make a cowl. And we do the cowl with an increase halfway up. So we start it here working in the round. Then at the halfway point, we do some increases to make it flare out. Now, why would it be amazing to make this flare out? I'm going to show you a couple of reasons. For one, you fold it over and you have the most amazing voluminous cowl. You could add this to a pullover. You can add this to a poncho. You could just make this all by itself. How beautiful is this just over my black blouse? Like, I can't say enough about it. I love the volume, and I love the fact that when you fold it over, it not only comes up and comes back down, but then because of that increase with the flare, it ends up flaring out once you roll it over too. So it's amazing on its own. It's even more amazing as an accessory to the poncho. But wait, there's more. It's also long enough. Take my glasses down. It's also long enough that you can wear it as a hood too. Now, as far as hoods go, you can make hoods that have shaping, and that's great too, but to make a tube that's just big and flared and works as a hood, that's even easier. And I hope that you love this. I'll have to put my glasses on to see the comments, but isn't that beautiful? So just the hood itself, the hood / cowl itself, is so amazing. And you can go from hood to cowl in under a second. I love that part. So then, in addition to that, so then you can wear the poncho with the cowl. You can wear the poncho with the hood. You can wear the poncho without the hood or cowl. Then you can wear the poncho with the belt or without the belt. And then you can wear it belted or unbelted with the cowl or with the hood. So lots of ways to style this. And I think, having said all of that, those aren't even my favorite parts. I think my favorite part are these sleeve cuffs right here. So it's just a rectangle that you slip over your head, open on the sides. But because of these cuffs, number one, it sits on your shoulders so much. If you've ever worn a poncho before and constantly had to adjust it to make sure the shoulders stayed centered, you'll know what I mean. You put cuffs on it, you don't have to worry about that anymore. It stays centered, which I love. And the cuff elevates the cozy factor so much. Like, you could sit on the couch. You could just put this on and sit on the couch. You don't even have to go outside to love sitting in this. Like, I could totally sit on the couch in the evening in this and just feel like the comfiest person in the world. Better than a blanket, for sure. Because then you've got it coming around the back, coming around the front. But it is these cuffs that pull it all together, in my opinion. It keeps everything centered side to side and front to back. And then let's see where I put the belt. There's the belt. Now, you realize you can do way better at putting a belt on when you're in front of a mirror or setting it flat on the ground. So I am going to wing it here. So if it's not fully centered, don't try to keep an open mind. But I wanted to show you how extra figure flattering this gets when you belt it too. Not only in the front, but also in the back. I think it just gives a totally different look. So here we have belted front, belted back, and then unbelted front and unbelted back. Yes, hi sweetheart, I see you there. Now, let's try it on with the cowl and hood too, so you can see. Now you can see photos of all of these different variations on my website too. We took a bunch of photos over the weekend. Okay, so here we have the hood. Gorgeous, right? Absolutely gorgeous. And then you can take it down. You can wear it as a cowl too. I love all of the variations so much. I don't even know which one I love the most. And you know what? I don't have to pick which one I love the most. I can love all of them because I can wear it in all these different ways now that I've made it. So, yay. So this is called the Simone Crochet Poncho. In the pattern, you get the instructions for making the poncho, making the cowl, adding the cuffs, adding the belt, And to make this whole piece, it's 14 balls of 14 balls of Be So Easy yarn. This is color raspberry, and I brought out all the colors so you can see all of them. So I'm going to take this off because even though our weather has cooled down here for us, it's a little warm here on the lanai. I'm not getting any breeze. So I think I will be better suited taking it off and having it show beautifully on the mannequin while I show you all the colors. Okay, there we go. And then I'll show you all the colors of Be So Easy yarn, and then we'll move on to more goodies I want to show you today. Lori Murphy is 4 feet 11. Can she adjust for her height? Absolutely. This would be super duper duper easy to adjust for your height. It's top down. Work as many rows as you want to make it as long as you want. Try it on as you go. That's a super super easy fix. Yes, it's definitely a runway piece. Thank you. This is color raspberry. So here's Be So Easy yarn in color raspberry, but I brought out all the colors to show you. Here is goldenrod and taupe. It's taupe, isn't it? Yeah. Taupe and forest green and putty, lavender. You'll need 14 balls to make this. This is sage green. If anybody has any other questions about how to modify this, please let me know. It is very easy to modify this pattern. This is cyan. And here's ruby red and slate gray. I don't think you can pick a bad color. They're all beautiful, all beautiful. This is raisin. And here's fuchsia. And here's teal and sea green. Then we have variegateds too. This is burgundy variegated and chocolate variegated and rose variegated and blue variegated, pink variegated. Oh, and I forgot one solid, and this is sky blue. And you may be wanting to ask me, okay, but is this a pattern that would work well for a variegated yarn? And my simple answer is yes, because the stitch pattern is not super complicated. Let's look at the stitch pattern closely for a minute. We've got vertical, I'm going to do it, I'll do one layer over my top so you can see better. We've got columns of plain plain treble crochet. Yeah, we've got columns of treble crochet alternated with columns of a simple flower of cluster stitches. It's a simple stitch pattern, which means that it would not take away from a variegated yarn. Some stitch patterns work well with variegated yarns, some do not, and you know I do not have a problem telling you which ones I think work better than others. This one is something that would work well with either a solid color or a variegated, so I wanted to let you know that. If I have some time soon, I will remake the cowl in a variegated color to show you, but I did want to mention that you could use either or for this. What else was I going to tell you? Or does anybody have any questions before I move forward? I haven't worn my hair down in a while, have I? I cut my hair recently. I'm doing that ponytail trick for trimming my hair. And this is how long my hair is after trimming about 1.5 inches a couple weeks ago. So I'm really happy with cutting my own hair. I don't see myself going back to the salon for a haircut anytime soon. And I'm even happy with my curtain bangs. If anybody's interested, let me know if you want me to show you how I cut my hair. I would do it on the next haircut. I'm not going to cut it for a while, but next time I do, I can. It's so easy to cut your own hair. If you have my style of hair, put it in a ponytail first. I am really happy. I haven't had a professional haircut in a couple of years now. What's the name of the pattern? It's called the Simone, Simone. The link will be in the show notes today, and you can find it on my website as well. Judy's sharing a link to the pattern in the live chat right now as well. So that's wonderful. Okay, so I showed you all the colors available in Be So Easy yarn. Lots of amazing colors. How many balls of yarn did I use for the poncho? 14. That information is listed on the pattern page. I've also mentioned it here, and I'm happy to mention it again. It is a 14 ball project, and this is a yarn that comes with bulk discounts. So you can get discounts by ordering. There are bulk discounts on this yarn, so the more you buy, the more you can save, which is always fun. Okay, any other questions about that before I move on? Wait one more minute to see if there's any questions. I don't see any other questions, so I think we'll move on. I've got several things to show you still. So one of the other things that I wanted to talk to you about, I wanted to show you is that I wanted to show you what colors are left of the Be So Fine, Be So Sporty, Be So Fine Bling, and Be So Sporty Bling yarn sale. So all of these yarns are available at 30% off with coupon code FALL30, FALL30. So all you have to do is put as many of these you want in your shopping cart and use the coupon code FALL30, all one word, FALL30, to get 30% off. It's a huge savings. It's for Be So Sporty, Be So Fine, Be So Fine Silver Bling, Be So Fine Gold Bling, Be So Sporty Silver Bling, and Be So Sporty Gold Bling. All of the information is available on a blog post about the sale. You can get all of the details there, and if you want to just go and look at if you just want to shop, you don't have to look at the blog post first. Just on those specific yarns, you can get 30% off using that code. And today I brought out what colors are left. I brought out one of each color. I didn't need to bring you all of them. Just one of each color that's remaining so that you could get a taste for it. So this is the last time that these yarns will be available in balls. This yarn is normally in hanks, and I manually wind it for everybody. But in the future, I'm going to keep the balls that are in like this type of a skein and the bullet skein. So Be So Baby, Be So Luxe, Be So Airy, and Be So Easy are going to remain my yarns that are in balls. And going forward, Be So Sporty and Be So Fine will be available in hank form, and they will come at a discount with coming as a hank instead. But in order to get rid of the old inventory, before I can bring in the new inventory, I've put it all on sale. So 30% off is a humongous savings, and I can't release the new ones with all of the exciting things that I want to release with them until this inventory is gone. So that's why I've made it such a huge discount, because I need them to go so that I can bring out the new. So without further ado, I'm going to show you what is left of these colors in the center pull balls. So the 30% off is for center pull balls with the organza bag. In Be So Sporty yarn, which is my #2 sport weight yarn, the colors remaining are Flowering Aloe Vera, Gold Leaf, Dark Amber, Indigo Shibori, Aloha Blue, and Mint. So those are the colors remaining right now, not forever, right now. These are the colors that are remaining for the 30% off sale. So if you like any of those colors, now would be the time to stock up. 30% is a huge savings. And so this still will apply to free shipping over $75 for US, free shipping for international orders over $150. This still applies for getting rewards, getting reward points. And so it won't take away from any of those other wonderful benefits too. Okay, so then in Be So Sporty Silver Bling, we have ice blue and indigo available. And I did bring out a hat in that indigo. This is the Sylvia slouchy hat from 24 Crochet Hats. This is a one-ball project that you could do in Sporty or Sporty Bling. And I'm going to try it on in a few minutes, and I also have it in 2 sizes to show you. Okay, so then in Be So Fine full-size balls, you can still get Be So Fine in tons and tons of colors in the tidbit size, but this is the full ball size of what's left and on sale. We have Blue Danube and Raven, Kiwi Green, Petal Pink. I'll come back to the question about a sample sale. Iced Silver Fox, Raspberry Rose, Autumn Sunset, and Pink Dragon Fruit. That's for full-size center pull balls or outside pull balls, full-size balls of Be So Fine yarn. And then in Be So Fine Bling yarn, in Be So Fine Gold Bling, we're down to 1 color, but it's a beautiful one. We have a bunch of pistachio left, which is a beautiful pale green with the gold bling applied through the yarn. So pretty. That's Be So Fine Gold Bling. And then in Be So Fine Silver Bling, we've got Jamaica Bay, Wisteria, and Mint. So pretty. So all of these are the existing colors that are left in the sale yarn. So if you want to get these before they're gone, now would be the time to do it. 30% off is absolutely the biggest sale I've ever, the deepest discount I've ever offered on Be So Fine and Be So Sporty yarn. When am I having a sample sale? That's a good question. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to do it before the holidays or not. I'm a few days away from figuring out if I'm going to do it now or wait till like Mother's Day in the spring. So I will let you know as soon as I decide. It's possible. It's just, it takes so much work to put together the product listings that I haven't decided if I have the time to do it. I've got a lot of really exciting things going on behind the scenes right now that I'm super excited to share with you, and I know you're going to be excited about too. And it's like everything is waiting on other things. So the new things that I want to show you for some of the yarns are waiting until this sale is over, and you know, just there are things contingent on other things. So as soon as when is the last day for the sale? That's a great question. At the moment, I have it set to end on my birthday, November 30th. However, if we sell out before then, I will end the sale, obviously, and then relist the new colors in the hank forms. But I'm not going to do that until the sale yarn is gone. So it's if the sale sells out sooner, I will end it sooner, but if it doesn't sell out, I will leave it until November 30th. I hope that it sells out before then, because then we can talk about new things as well. So that brings me to the next thing I wanted to mention to you. I said that I brought out the Sylvia hat from 24 Crochet Hats book. So 24 Crochet Hats book is an amazing book that I released last year that has 24 different hats that are all crocheted in my yarns in different weights. But what's really wonderful about this book that you may not see very often is that the hats are sized. So you can get on all 20, and there are a variety of techniques available. So there's hairpin lace, there's Tunisian crochet, there's motifs, there's top down, bottom up, side to side, all sorts of construction, and the patterns are sized. So you could make them for babies all the way through adult male sizes. I'm going, question about will I sell winders for my skeins of yarn. I will definitely show you where you can buy them on Amazon. I'm also going to show you how to use winders, and I'm going to show you how to wind yarn without winders. I'm going to show you all of those different things. Great question, Holy Hummer, and we will get to that, just not today. So this is the Sylvia hat. This particular one was done in the 20-inch size. So for example, this hat came in 5 sizes. I made the 20-inch hat circumference size here in Be So Sporty Bling One Ball Project. And earlier today, I made the 22-inch size hat in One Ball of Be So Sporty yarn in color dark amber. I love this color so much, and I wanted to show you the difference between a slouchy hat in the 20-inch size and in the 22-inch size so that you could see the nuances between wearing something in different sizes. One of the things to keep in mind is take your head measurement, number one, if you're not sure which size you wear, and you want to take your head measurement over the widest part of your head, including your ears, to know how wide you want your hat to be. You also need to decide, do you want it loose? Do you want it tight? Do you want something that's tight on your head, or do you want something loose so that it doesn't bother your hair as much? Do you want something that, how much hair do you have? Are you somebody that has a lot of hair? You might need to add some, you might need to consider that when choosing which size that you want as well. So again, this is a slouchy hat, so it's meant to be worn a little bit oversized anyway, but I'm going to show you the 20-inch size first. Okay, so again, this is a slouchy hat, and I'll show you the back in a second. So the 20-inch fits me nice. I could either wear the 20 or the 22. I happen to have a larger head, I think, or at least I've been told before, I don't know. And sometimes I like a 20-inch hat, and sometimes I like a 22 or 24. So this is the size 20. And you can see that the hat is slouchy. It comes down a bit on me. If I had a lot more hair, it would fill that out quite a bit. So that's the 20-inch hat in Be So Sporty Bling. And then here is the 22-inch hat. So all I did was make the next size up. And I think I like this size even more. I like how much of my hair can hang out. This isn't a hat that I would wear to be going skiing or anything. I would wear this hat to be casual, you know, and so I think that this size looks fantastic. But I don't dislike either size. I just wanted to show you some of the nuanced differences between the two, because I think it might help some of you to decide whether or not you would want the 20 or the 22. Or let's say that you're between the 18 and the 20, or the 22 and the 24. If you're between sizes, seeing me in the 2 different sizes, I think will also help you decide, do you want to go down? What did this look on me going down in size versus what did this look on me going up in size? I think these are great questions to always ask yourself whenever you can, especially if you're unsure of which size to make. And I think showing you both of those helps that answer that question very well. Doris, where can you find these yarns wound in organza bags? They're photographed in hank form. They are the yarns that I mentioned that they are. It is Be So Sporty yarn, Be So Fine yarn, Be So Fine Bling yarn, and Be So Sporty Bling yarn. And if you read the description on any of those yarns, the description will also tell you that they come wound with the organza bag. So you just have to read the description on there. Thank you, Lisa. I love the new poncho too. I love it so much. I think I could nap in it. I could sleep in it, but I'm not going to. I love wearing it though. I think it is so beautiful on. And I think you will love making it. And I definitely think you will love wearing it too. Does anybody have any other questions? I have sneak peeks with me today too. Does anybody want to see a sneak peek? So I know a lot of people love that old dragonfly shawl that I did for Crochet So Fine book. And like I've mentioned, even recently, that I don't have the rights back to that pattern yet. I designed a new dragonfly in crochet stitches. And I designed it for a top-down shawl. And I think it would be very easy to convert into a square blanket for a baby blanket too. And it can be done as a straight stitch too. So it's obviously not done. but I did the first version in Be So Easy. And I did a top-down triangular shawl with dragonflies. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that going to be so cool? So got a lot of work to do on it, but I was excited to show you that. What else did I work on this weekend? Have been working on the short row shaped collar for the knit cardi wrap. So there's the body with the armhole openings, and I did short row shaping on the neck so that we can get a shawl collar that folds over. So I'm on the collar, so as you can see, that means I'm very close to finishing this. This is also in Be So Easy yarn in color fuchsia. This dragonfly in flight shawl that is not done yet, this is in Be So Easy yarn in goldenrod. And I did make a little more progress on my knit top-down shawl in Be So Luxe yarn this weekend too. And look at how pretty those colors are together. So far I have colors Sea Breeze, Tropicana Cabana, Waterfall Rendezvous, and Peacock Feathers in here. Oh, and I don't know if anybody's not on my if you're on my mailing list, I definitely have. Doris, I've answered your questions already, and if you need more help, you're more than welcome to email Judy after the show, judi@kristinomdahl.com, but I have answered you. I'm sorry you don't think that I have. Let's see, what else? So I released new videos this weekend too. I did not bring the shawl out with me, but you know that new purple crochet shawl, the Hadley crochet shawl, all the videos are out for that now. You can you can follow the supplemental videos to go along with the pattern and the charts for the body and the edging now. And I can't wait to hear what you think of making the edging. First of all, it's so beautiful, but second of all, it's not that difficult to do either. So it's deceptively simple. One of my favorite expressions, it's something that I've been using in pattern descriptions for years. I'm so proud of the fact that this is so intricate looking and so beautiful, but it's deceptively simple. So I hope you're going to enjoy that as well. What would I say is the best sitting position to knit or crochet? That is a great question. I would say sitting with good posture, with legs not crossed, would be the best way to sit. But more importantly than how to sit, because however you like to sit might be personal preference, my best advice is to make sure that you don't sit for too long at one time. Make sure that you get up and move around and get that circulation moving in your extremities. So shaking out your hands, standing up, shaking out your legs, shaking out your feet, going for a walk around the house or a walk around anywhere else. Really good to keep the circulation moving. The longer you sit, the more settled your body becomes. So it's really healthy to get up and move around. So however you do like to sit and knit and crochet, if you're having a hard time remembering to get up, it's easy, and it's an easy mistake to do because we get super focused. Set a timer on your phone, set a timer in the kitchen, set a timer on your alarm clock, and set timers to remind yourself to get up every 1 or 2 hours for sure. Lisa's loving working on the Hadley shawl. Wonderful. I cannot wait to see what it looks like when you're done, Lisa. Does anybody have any other questions? So the reason why we juggled the time so much today, and what I know a couple people were confused and maybe a couple people didn't understand either, is originally I was going to do the evening podcast like we've been doing once a week. I've been settling on Mondays and either going to the beach for sunset or doing something evening-ish. And I have to tell you, Marlon asked me to go play a type of tennis with him tonight called pickleball. And it's an easier type of tennis that kind of separates the huge age gap of him being 19 and me being almost 49. I'll be 49 at the end of this month, because it's a smaller court and in an easier type of a game. And he and Jessica have been inviting me to play with them lately, and they asked me to play with them tonight. And so after I scheduled the show for 6:30, my heart couldn't let me tell them no. And I apologize to anyone who feels like that was unprofessional of me, or anybody that feels like it was confusing that I juggled the times. I ended up moving the show up to 4:30 so that I could still go and play with them tonight. So I don't know how long this part of my life's gonna last. Do you know what I mean? I have a grown child now who wants to hang out with me and spend time with me. Maybe I'll be lucky and this is going to be the rest of my life, but maybe it won't be as well. And so, you know, I'm a hard worker. You know, I'm dedicated to making things fun and exciting for everybody that chooses to join me on the show. And so I just wanted to give a quick explanation. I was reading the word excuse of why. And I also feel like this is a good example to share with you as well, that once in a while it is okay to put yourself first before other things. And so maybe somebody else needed me to tell the truth about this tonight and tell you that something in me, something in my heart couldn't tell them no. So Marlon and his girlfriend asked me to spend time with them. Like, really? He's totally in love with an amazing girl and they like to hang out with me? Like, wow. Maybe I need to go buy a lottery ticket too. Anyway, so you know what, Lily? I normally don't have a private life, and I think that's why it's so easy for me to turn most things down all the time and just work, because I really don't have that much going on in my private life. So this is super duper exciting to me that they like to spend time with me. And I just thought it was interesting to share with you, because sometimes we all need reminders that life is too short and to choose the thing that we want to do. So maybe someone else needed to hear that tonight. And if that's the case, then I'm more than happy to share more of my personal life whenever possible for that reason. Speaking of that, if you are not on my mailing list and you do not get my emails, I did want to mention that I have written a new Project Kristen Cares blog post today. So what I've been doing lately is taking different stories from my life that are related to domestic violence to not only keep the awareness going about my charity and keep the awareness going of what I talk about, but to share a little more of my life and share a little more of how I overcome things, or maybe how I choose to share different stories and how I've grown from them, for a couple of reasons. Number one, to remind anybody who is suffering in some form of domestic violence right now, you are not alone. And to also remind people that are recovering and surviving domestic violence that you are also not alone. And so I shared another story today about victim shaming. And if this interests you, it's on my blog. If it doesn't interest you, that's fine too. You don't have to read it. But it is something that I'm at a stage in my life right now that I'm ready to start sharing more of my story. Sometimes it's going to be graphic and sometimes it's not, and I'm going to try to make it as, I really want to only share them when I can share a positive result from it. And no, it is not easy to write them. It is terrifying to write them. I've struggled a little bit emotionally as I've begun writing these, but if you want to see all of them, they are shared in a category on my blog under Project Kristen Cares. So if you want to continue or maybe read some of the previous ones, you can get more of them there. But if you want to see the most recent one about victim shaming, I did share a story about victim shaming there as well. And I don't know how often I'm going to do it. It might be weekly, it might be monthly, it might be when I can't, maybe there'll be a time when I don't feel like it's helping me anymore, but I feel like it's helping me, and I feel like it's helping other people when they can see that they are not alone. So, and as long as I feel brave enough to share it, I'm going to continue doing it. If you like them, you are more than welcome to read them, leave comments if you want, but there's no obligation. You can like me for just knitting and crochet too. It's okay. Truly, it's okay. There is no pressure ever here. I hope you remember that. Thank you all so much for taking time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes here with me. I hope you enjoyed the kitty sleeping in the background, seeing Marlon and meeting Jess. I hope you enjoyed all the goodies, all the colors, and all of the fun stuff that I showed you. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Have a wonderful evening, and I will see you tomorrow morning for the next episode of the Kristin Omdahl Show. Bye-bye.